All right, let's have a discussion about introversion, or more so, what it means to be an introvert in someone who does this work of doing this speaking, writing, and having to put yourself out there and make yourself the center of attention. You having their name, having or you having your name out there, people talking about you, making yourself known to the world, while you're this individual who just wants to be in quiet contemplation, quiet meditation, or just mentally relax, not think much. Because quite honestly, if I had it my way, I would not be doing this, and I will just be low key. Because I don't enjoy being the center of attention. I don't enjoy putting myself out there, but I'm only doing it because, like I said, it's a moral obligation for me to do it. So this is not like I have an option to not do it. I have to do it. Anyways, like I said, I mean, he asks about my. It's interesting how I became so introverted because when I was younger, when I was a kid, I was more extroverted. I actually liked to be around crowds and people and so forth. But over time, long story short, over I come to realize that a lot of people when I was young didn't really like me much for some reason, one way or another, or just didn't care. And I had a hard time making friends when I was a kid too. Which over time I started to naturally spend a lot of time alone. As a result, when I got into my early teenage years, I noticed that most people are a certain way after some time, and that the societal programming that's given to them by mainly by the media and whatnot, because everybody wants to be the people. I want to act and behave like the people they see on TV, or they want to try to mimic the culture and lifestyle that's propagated through all of this pop culture music or popular music, all this all this garbage, all this stuff that's there to pretty much trash people's minds. People become more and more like that, and I started to become more and more turned off by people over time. And it's gotten to the point where now, as I got older, fast forward now, I don't want to tell the whole story because I'm not gonna go into a long life story about it. Fast forward now, it's just I just rather be with myself because I just don't like around other people. I just tend to feel a little uncomfortable because of the fact that I feel like around other people I can't really be myself. And it's not like I try to be fake or anything around people. I'm just real. I can't help but be real. That's the thing. I just don't need to be bothered about who I really am, how I do things in my personal life. I just want to be left alone, really. That's all. It's not like it's weird because like I said, there's many different extremes of introversion. There's many introverts out there, for example, that like to be around people, but at the same time they need to recharge. They need to relax. They need to just be alone for a while. Then they go back. But me, I'm the type of introversion that just doesn't really want to be bothered too much. You know, it's because of the fact that I don't know. It's just that I don't really like to be around other people. I just find it draining, and I just feel like I said, I just feel like I just can't really truly relax without being with myself. You know, that's how I feel, and it's just being an introvert is just not easy in a world where you're expected to be out there. I can sympathize and I can relate to an extrovert and how they feel and what they want. I can do that. I can easily do that. It's not hard for me to do it, actually, because I have this ability to put myself in other people's shoes, unlike other people. Because there's people out there who have a hard time putting themselves in other people's shoes. I don't know how they don't have this ability. It's probably because of the fact that they don't literally have that ability to actually think from their perspective or actually think of what their motive may be, which is one of the main reasons why this world is such a bad place in the first place. But anyways, like I said, what was I going to say? Oh, I know what I was going to say. I was going to say the fact that if people are wondering what I'm talking about, just go look up what an introvert is and what an extrovert is. I mean, I can explain it here, but it's really I don't think I can explain it as adequately as some article can on the internet you can easily find. I mean, I could probably I can put links in the bottom reference links to what introversion is or what an extrovert is or whatever. But those things. Yeah. And what's worse about the whole thing is that there's a lot of people out there who don't understand our need for a lot of space. Some people and some introverts like me, need a lot of alone time as well. Like I said, there's other extroverts out there who, like I said, can be around, who like to be around people, But at the same time, there's the other extreme, which is me, where I just don't want to be bothered. But at the same time, I have to go out there and do what I got to do. The reason why I'm talking about it is because of the fact that I really think my introversion is more due to the fact that I just don't really like being here in this plane of existence. I just rather be elsewhere, in some other place, because I know Earth is not my. Can't be my real home. There's no way, because I don't feel at home here. This place is just alien to me. I just rather that's why I spend a lot of time in quiet contemplation and just in silence, especially out in nature if I can. If the weather isn't too bad, or if my allergies isn't messing me up, that's what I'd rather do. That's just a brief. Like I said, this is just a brief video. I mean, sound long. That's it. I mean, that's all I have to say. This video is nothing really special. Introverts also introverts like us just don't like small talk. We only like to talk. We only will open our mouths if we have something meaningful to say. And I'm actually rather as far as introverts go, I'm pretty damn assertive. I'm not a shy individual. I actually will like I said, I'm not afraid of getting people's face when I have to. When I actually am trying to call them out on their bullshit or something like that, or actually having to risk being the center of attention if it's really important. Like I said, the whole small talk thing. You gotta understand, we don't like to talk about minor trivialities in life. We find those conversations not only boring but frustrating because those conversations are more like, well, yeah, it's the obvious. Don't need to hear. We're not going to talk to you about the weather. But we don't like. We don't like to talk to you about things such as the weather, what's on, or this minor event or whatever. We don't like to talk about those things. That's what I'm trying to say. We don't like to talk about minor things that actually really no one cares about, or minor or typical life drama. We're not there to. We don't really, or we're not there for that. We're not going to talk to you about that. I mean, some introverts will be willing to listen to you if you just want to ventilate on somebody, and it's going to be quiet and listen. There's going to be some that will be willing to do that, but I'm just saying that we're not one for small talk, and we only will talk when it's important. It's that simple. That's something else that a lot of people need to understand. I mean, I could talk about things like this all day if I want to, but overall, I just want to just be within myself. I just want to be in my inner peace, which is what I have. Even though I talk about how messed up the things are in this world, I have a sense of inner peace. I'm going to get more into that inner peace, though, when I talk about something else, though.